cats and kittens. Just kidding. Ugh. I've been thinking this week about how I used to put up videos like almost every day. I have no idea how I did that because I've been trying to get the motivation to make a video for a while now. Actually, I have a few that I want to make in the works, but as you can see, I'm sitting here in my Orgonite studio, this desk that I built myself. I mean, I didn't saw the pieces, but came in a box. I had to put it together. This started with like experimentation a few years ago, and then kind of set it aside for a while. But in the last few months, like, I wake up in the morning, I come in the studio, and I'm just making organite all day. It's like, I don't know, it's taken over. So it's been challenging to find the time and motivation and even the desire to make these videos. I don't know why. I'm gonna be putting up a really quick, concise video about organite. I know you guys are laughing right now because me making a quick, concise video. And also I have been wanting to make a hypnosis on not getting sick. I know people will mock me for this, and I think certain people would even get mad at me for saying this, because tragically people are dying, and it's not like, you know, it's so many people that if you don't know someone who's died, you know someone who knows someone who's lost someone, and it's really crazy. So what I'm about to say is very important to me, and I want you guys to try to open your mind and receive this. Here's the truth. This is true. I don't get sick. And I don't get sick because I believe very strongly that I don't get sick. And that didn't happen overnight. It took some manifesting and some rewriting of the subconscious mind. That's why I'm planning to make a video about changing your mindset to fully believe that you don't get sick. My son had a cold around 2 to 3 weeks ago. Didn't catch it. Living in the same house, touching the same doorknobs, opening the same refrigerator. I'm washing his dishes and his clothes, you know. Our bedrooms are right next to each other. We live in the same house, and I don't get sick. I think literally in the last 10 years since I decided that I don't get sick, I have had a medium to mild cold like twice, and both of those times were when I was extremely emotionally a wreck. Like, I'm talking like someone dying in the family and crying for a week about it, upset, emotional wreck. So I am fully aware that our emotions completely impact our immune system. So it's very, very important to maintain a positive mindset and a belief, okay? I'm doing this constant meditation, especially when I'm reminded, like someone around me is sick. I always go through this like several times a day. I don't get sick. I don't get sick. Oh my God, I'm so grateful that I don't get sick. And it's literally a subconscious belief that's set in place that your mind believes it's true, and so your body responds. It's like Master Manifesting 101, right? If you want to manifest money, you believe that you already have it. If you want to manifest love, you believe that you already have it. This is how I got into hypnosis, because a lot of things that happen to us in our life are caused by the belief systems that we've had since we were children. Because when we were kids, up until the age of about 6 years old, you're literally in hypnosis, and that means that you're recording into the subconscious, which we're not aware of most of the time, everything that you see and that happens to you. So, say you're 5 years old and all you hear all day, you want something, right? Oh, you want the newest, coolest toy. You're like, Dad, 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 this is so cool. Can we get it? And what is his answer every time? Money doesn't grow on trees. So that's what you began to believe, that money is scarce and it's hard to get money. It took me so long to outgrow that and to work consistently and emphatically with my subconscious mind to begin to believe that money could be easy to get. And now that's the life that I live, and whew, what a difference to the difference between letting your childhood subconscious beliefs run your life and changing those subconscious beliefs so that you then decide what you want your life to be like is very, very, very powerful and cool. So that's another reason why I got so into Orgonite, because I guess sort of around the middle-ish of me learning how to manifest, I was in a kind of just a mellow meditative state. I wouldn't say I was necessarily really pointedly meditating. I was just kind of relaxed, and my mind was always kind of in a state of like just constant meditation, of just being open to thoughts that the universe would bring to me. And I got this download, that's what I call them, when you get these like pretty important and powerful messages that just seem to come, and they're clearly identifiable from your regular monkey mind thinking, boo, 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 I gotta pay that bill, oh my god, oh, I can't believe he said that, you know, the crazy monkey mind that's always blah, 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 blah. All of a sudden, when your mind is relaxed and open, the universe can bring you powerful information. And I started to have this thought process. And the thought process was, you need Orgone. You don't have enough Orgone around you. You are used to having way more Orgone to work with, and you need more Orgone. And I was like, okay, my mind is not making this up, because I don't even know what the hell Orgone is. What the hell is Orgone? So I kept open to that, right? Wondering, what is Orgone? Like within the next day or two, my friend Genesis Sunfire started talking about Orgonite. And I was like, Orgonite? I wonder if that has anything to do with Orgone. Could it be that I got this download about Orgone, and the next day my friend is talking about Orgonite? So of course, what do? I go to the computer in my pocket and I start Googling, and I find out that this scientist discovered that when you compress crystals and metals in resin, their energy fields fight, because they're stuck together now. They're like this, and they have different energy fields, and they go like this. And it creates this vortex, and the vortex sucks up positive ions and it releases negative ions. Sounds counterintuitive, but the negative ions are the good ions. If you ever noticed you get all your best ideas in the shower, it's because you're just drenched in negative ions, and all of a sudden your intuition and your what I call it, the antenna to the universe. It just opens up and it starts pulling, and it brings in, you know, good ideas. What else do you have to call them? Great ideas. You get these great ideas in the shower. So organite, the same thing. I made this really cool one the other day. It's, you can't hardly tell, but it's a big apophyllite crystal. These are super cool. And then around the bottom, around the edges of the bottom, and then the inside of the bottom you can't see because the bottom is shungite and gold. But there's gypsum in there and rainbow moonstone. And then I like to put in these other little metal pieces for more. But there's also copper powder, shungite, and gold here mixed in on the bottom. And this creates this crazy, it's so powerful. I can just like feel it. I can feel it. If you're sensitive to energy, you'll definitely feel the power of organite. But what it does, even if it's close to you, you can't see, I can't move the camera right now, but I'm just surrounded by organite and it's rocks and metals and so much organite. But all you need is one piece, and when you're holding it, it completely expands out your energy and your auric field way farther than your field is normally expanded, right? Increases your intuition and your immunity. It keeps you in a positive mindset. And also each crystal has its own energetic resonance. So each particular crystal is kind of radiating out a certain kind of energy. Some crystals are really good for attracting abundance. Some crystals are good for attracting love, like rose quartz. So what I'm doing with organite is I'm custom making it for people. So that way, when I find out what you're working on in your life, and also the intuitive impressions that I get from you specifically, I can use the correct stones for the things that you're working on in your life. Okay. So George has taken advantage of my recent special, which is still going. It's going to keep going because I think everybody needs organite right now. So I'm accepting donations for a full organite set. George sent in a donation, and George has not given me his address. So George, if you're watching, please send me your address so I can send you your organite. But anyway, I've got so much organite in this box for him for just a small donation. I want you to see this. I'm going so crazy with the organite, you know what I'm saying? So I'm making, each person is getting some little pocket pieces. And each person is getting some totems, some little pyramids, a big pyramid. This is so awesome. I love it. And then I'm also making for people these little containers. This one is really cool. It's, see the bottom, and then you see the top, and then it opens, and you can fill it up with stuff. And it's also fully charged with, you know, copper, crystals, metals, gold. Can you see the gold dripping that I did around the edges? I love this. And then I'm doing these block pieces. Can you see that? It's a dolphin. And also, it lights up. Oh my god! You're lighting up all these crystals and just putting out even more energy. Plus they're pretty. And every person is getting one of these powerful pucks. Okay, this is a special use puck. It's got some strong stones in the top, and then each one is getting decorated specifically for you, obviously. And in this, you see the little circle? that circle goes almost all the way through, and the bottom, most of it, is filled with shungite and metals. This has a powerful use, and you only get to find out what it is when you get your order, because I'm writing to tell you about it. But you put it in a certain place and it will reduce the radiation of your entire home. So these are amazing. They're not all going to look the same. Some of them are octagons, some of them are tall skinny squares instead of long squares. But yeah. And then everyone's getting a few different little fun pieces to just place somewhere. See, I love unicorns. I've got these cool little pedestals, but they're also very powerful because it has a very, very thick layer of shungite in there. Shungite is one of the best stones for blocking the radiation. Orgonite itself blocks radiation, and so does shungite. When you put them together, you just like increase their power exponentially. I don't know if you can see in the camera, but this unicorn has a little dragonfly pupa in it, and no dragonflies were hurt in the making of this unicorn. It's just the little cocoon that they hatch out of when they become dragonflies, and I go collect them in the spring. So some of these have dragonfly wings, dragonfly pupas, other natural things, and lots of amazing metals and crystals. And this full box of Orgonite is for just a donation of your choice, because, you know, I'm not trying to really make money, because I really want everyone to have Orgonite because it's so powerful. And of course, I also have to educate people about why they need it, so it's kind of a challenging thing to sell. So I want you to just be able to give what you feel comfortable donating. And yeah, you know, the crystals and the resin and the metals, they all cost money, so your donation just helps offset the cost. So if you want some Orgonite, please just go to the website that's in the description section, and, you know, go to the website. There's a contact form, and I will tell you how to place your order once you contact me and tell me what you're interested in. And hopefully I will find the motivation again soon to make that hypnosis video for you. But in the meantime, just constantly remind yourself all day, every day, anytime you think about it, especially when you see someone with a mask or blowing their nose or sneezing or coughing, or anything that mentally scares you, just remind yourself, oh, I don't get sick. And I'm so grateful that I don't get sick. And when you're thinking that, when you're thinking about how grateful that you are that you don't get sick, try to imagine this energy kind of rising up in you. And as that happens, you can kind of like get this like shivery feeling because you're shooting off that energy out in gratitude to the universe. So like, thank you so much for letting me never get sick, because I love being healthy and powerful, and I'm indebted to you for this. Thank you. It's awesome. I love not getting sick, and you can love it too. So yeah, hopefully I'll be making that video soon, and I think pretty soon I'm going to be doing an interview about Orgonite with Healing TV, and I will talk to you about that and let you know where you can see it, of course. You can usually like get updates from me throughout the week more quickly than waiting for a YouTube video if you follow Twitter or Instagram. So those links are also down below. Hopefully soon I'm planning to interview Jamin Burton from the Drawing Dead vlog about what's going on in his life now that poker is on hold. Everyone's online, I guess, so I want to see what's up with him. We haven't set a date yet, but I hope we're going to do that soon. And until those videos and those interviews come out, I wish you all superior health, love, and positivity, and please set your intention to not get sick, because I know it sounds like hippy-dippy bullshit, but if I wasn't getting sick for the last 10 years, it's just like a pretty safe assumption that I've been able to change my mindset and that actually does work. So please stay healthy. Please change your mindset about getting sick and love everyone around you, because life is short. We're seeing it right now. We're losing a lot of people. I've been talking about this for 10 years. I've been talking about the world changing and the apocalypse and all the stuff that's going to happen, but I didn't see it coming as a pandemic. But honestly, I think it's just a small part of the changes coming. So stay safe, stay positive. We can still change the world. We're watching it happen, actually. It's darkest before the dawn. I love you guys. See you later.